You change your oil on time, you use a decent brand. You see that little sticker on the windshield and think you're doing everything right. But what if I told you the number one mistake quietly damaging your engine has nothing to do with how often you change your oil, and everything to do with what oil you're actually pouring into it? This isn't just a theory. I recently had a modern sedan towed into the shop, barely 5 years old, 80,000 miles. The owner had a folder full of receipts for regular oil changes. And yet the engine was toast. Catastrophic damage. The cause? A simple mistake made when choosing the bottle of oil off the shelf. After over 10 years of turning wrenches and looking at real engine teardowns, I'm going to show you the crucial difference. Understanding this is the difference between cruising past 200,000 miles and a dead engine on the side of the road. If you're someone who cares about protecting your vehicle with real facts instead of marketing hype, stick around. Section 1. Why good enough oil is a recipe for disaster. First, let's be clear. The oil aisle is designed to be confusing. You've got a wall of bottles all claiming maximum protection or ultimate durability. They all promise to be the lifeblood of your engine. But the real question is, do they perform the same when you actually run them in an engine? The most dangerous myth I hear is that oil is oil, that as long as it's clean, the engine is fine. That could not be further from the truth, especially today. Your car's owner's manual specifies a certain oil for a reason. Automakers spend millions determining the exact formula to protect the engine they designed. But here's the part people miss. That recommendation is the baseline. It doesn't always account for the reality of high mileage and wear. The engine in your car today isn't the same simple cast iron block that was in your grandfather's car. Those were forgiving. Today's engines are lightweight, high compression machines built with microscopic tolerances. They run hotter, work harder, and use oil as a hydraulic fluid for complex systems like variable valve timing. Using the wrong type of oil in one of these isn't just a mistake. It's a slow-acting poison. You won't see the damage for 10,000 or 20,000 miles, but it's happening. Section 2. The modern engine, under 75,000 miles. If you own a car made in the last 10 to 15 years, this part is critical. These engines have a very specific dietary requirement: low viscosity, full synthetic oil. When your owner's manual says OW20 or 5W30, it's not a suggestion, it's a command from the engineers who built it. Let's break down what 5W30 even means. The W is for winter. The 5W tells you how the oil flows when it's cold. The lower the number, the faster it flows on a cold start. The 30 is its thickness at the engine's operating temperature. Modern engines have incredibly tight clearances. They need a thin oil, like a OW20, that can get into those tiny spaces. This is critical because most engine wear happens on a cold start. Using a thicker oil is like trying to push cold honey through a straw. For those first few critical seconds, your engine's most vital parts are running essentially dry. This causes microscopic damage that adds up over time. Here's what I see. A newer Camry calls for OW20. An owner, trying to save money, uses a conventional 10W30 oil instead. First, their fuel economy will drop because the engine works harder to pump that thicker fluid. More importantly, the variable valve timing system acts up. You get sluggish performance, a check engine light, and eventually, a multi-$1,000 bill for new cam phasers. Full synthetic oils handle extreme heat from turbos and contain detergents to keep the engine clean. Using the wrong oil can void your warranty. Over 95% of viewers don't subscribe. If you're finding this useful, hit that subscribe button. It helps me bring you content dealers don't want seen. Now let's flip the script. What if your car has 150,000 miles on it? An aging engine has different needs. As an engine ages, parts wear and clearances get bigger. Rubber seals and gaskets bake in heat, becoming hard, brittle, and shrinking. This is where you get those annoying oil leaks on your driveway and, more critically, where the engine starts consuming or burning oil. High-mileage oil is engineered with seal conditioners. These additives are absorbed by old rubber seals, causing them to swell and regain flexibility. This process can significantly slow or even stop minor oil leaks and reduce oil consumption, keeping your high-mileage engine running strong. Think about the guys running fleets. They need their trucks to last 300,000 or 400,000 miles, and they don't get there by accident. It's a common strategy to switch the entire fleet to a high-mileage formula once the vehicles cross that 75,000-mile mark. They know paying a little more for the right oil is nothing compared to the cost of constantly taking a vehicle out of service. What happens if you just keep using that ultra-thin O West -20 in an engine with 150,000 miles? While it's still a great lubricant, that thin oil can find its way past tired, shrinking seals more easily, which can make oil consumption more noticeable. High-mileage oil provides a slightly more robust film for those larger clearances, and actively works to condition the parts that are failing. Knowing all this, you're in a much better position. But you still have to avoid the common traps at the auto parts store. Mistake number 1, ignoring the owner's manual. The manual is the Bible for your engine's non-negotiable specs. Before you think about brand, you must know the required viscosity like 5W30 and the service certification like a PISP or ILSAC, GF-6. Never grab a bottle just because it's on sale without confirming it meets those baseline specs. Mistake number 2, chasing the cheapest bottle. Someone will debate spending an extra $15 on the correct oil versus a cheap, generic bottle. That extra $15 over a 7,500-mile change is a fraction of a penny per mile. Compare that to a $6,000 engine replacement. Mistake number 3, falling for marketing hype. Don't be swayed by a flashy label with words like maximum or platinum. The most important information is on the back. Look for the official API, donut, and starburst seals. The donut shows the rating and viscosity. The starburst certifies fuel economy. If an oil doesn't have these, put it back. So what does the data tell us? The biggest mistake isn't the interval, but using the right oil for your engine's stage of life. For modern cars under 75,000 miles, their life depends on low viscosity, full synthetic oil to protect their tight tolerances. For high-mileage veterans, the game changes. They need a formula with seal conditioners to fight the effects of aging. Choosing correctly based on age and mileage is the secret that separates the cars that die early from the ones that run forever. What are you running in your engine? Drop a comment below. If this helped, hit that like button. Thanks for watching.